I'm Cici Green, but I go by Cici. I'm 15 years old. I live with my dad and my 3 sisters. When I was 4 years old, I think, my mom, she was 25 and she had 5 kids by then. So my dad helped her by taking in me and my 2 older sisters. My dad wanted us to see something different. We were just only used to poverty mostly. So he wanted us to get out of that and show us there's a different way to life than what you guys see out here. That was his main reason why he moved us from Atlanta, the poverty, to Portland, kind of the poverty, but where you can make it out and get a better education, you know? My dad, he's like, honestly, I don't think I could be as strong if it wasn't for him. I've blamed a lot of stuff on my dad, which I shouldn't, like, you know, this is why my mom's not here, or like, I blame myself. But really, all my dad ever does is just try to take care of us. He tries to do his best to put food on our table or try to pay the bills even when it's hard. And me, to be honest, I feel I was always his harder child. Well, we can't have this, and you see everybody else got that, or, you know, dang dad, why I gotta go do this? You know, sometimes I have to realize he's one person trying to take care of 4 kids on his own. He's done it for 12 years, like he can keep doing it now.
Tell me about school for you.
School, I guess that's my only way out. So that's why I be like, you gotta go do it. I don't come from like a family that can just go send me off where I wanna go, you know? And I'm in a lot of programs at school where they can help me. I'm in Elevate, where they take you to colleges where you can meet the administrators. These are my supports that's gonna help me get to the place that I wanna be. I wanna be a pediatrician or a nurse practitioner. That's a lot of money in school. I don't think, you know, my family, they can all just help me. That's why I say school is my main priority.
If you could isolate one person other than your dad who makes you strong and gets you through it, who would it be?
Definitely my Elevate teacher, Paul, yeah. He reminds me of my dad. He's so on you. He's caught me a few times skipping because the teacher irritated me or something, you know? And he's like, your class is not out here in the hallway. What is you doing out here? And I'll be like, dang, now I'm in trouble. And he's like, go to the class and go do the work. You're not gonna succeed out here playing. He really pushes us. Today, we had a study hall. And you know me, I just be talking. He was like, what's Snapchat gotta do with that biology test on Friday? I was like, Paul, leave me alone. I'm just trying to see. He was like, well, no, you don't need to see. You need to go do that biology review sheet. I was like, you right. You know, he's from Washington, D.C. He saw a lot. He sees us failing. He's like, you don't want to go that route. Show people that you're a successful Black woman, young lady, you know? I've always had my guard up. When I was down, I always was like, well, dang, I wish my mom was here for me to talk to her about stuff like this. When I would go to like boy stuff, I'd be like, dang, where's my mom for me to say this to her, you know? My teachers, like my dad, and then they would see me like that and they'll be like, don't hesitate to come talk to me. But I didn't feel that they would get it. But then Paul, he had one time caught me mad. He was like, talk to me. And I was like, well, I don't know, because I'm not really like that person that opens up. And he was like, well, I'm not gonna judge you about anything that you've done, you know, or any person that you've messed with. So I feel that's why I opened up to him.
When do you get to talk to Paul about things that?
Like in lunchtime, all the Elevate teachers, they're in their office or they walk around, they make sure, did you eat today? At them times, they'll be like, you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? They find time for you. I'ma just be honest, I really grew up angry, looking for a problem. I was always mean to my sisters, but it was because I really was hurt in the inside. I can say that now, like, I always felt broken. I was like, why God make me a little bit poor? Why God didn't give me the new phones, the new shoes, both of my parents? I would always keep my anger inside. I never wanted to talk about why I was so mad or so mean. When I was able to let that out and open up, I wasn't afraid to be me. Because I feel what makes me me is my honesty and my openness about who I am as a person and my background. I wanted to be like everybody else. I would try to go wet my hair every day to get like white girl hair, try to go tie my shirts up at school to get the new outfits like hers so the boys like me more. My dad was like, you know, don't be afraid to be yourself. And when you're okay with who you are, you're not gonna care what everybody else is doing. And then I was like, well, if multiple people has told me this, maybe I should really listen to it, you know? And I feel that's really helped me open up to be who I want to be. And I'm a real good leader. When my friends are hurt, they come to me, Cici, what should I do? They always come to me and I'm like, dang, what I got that y'all always want advice from me? And then I look at the adults that I have as role models, I'm like, now I see why everybody always come to me, because I get that advice at a young age. Teachers don't really understand what struggles you're going through at home and why you need homework in school because you can't go do it at home, you know? Elevate, they don't hesitate to ask you, are you okay? And they're gonna keep pushing you until you get to the point where you're all right and you're not able to fail in anything, even in life, family, whatnot, you know? Especially Mr. Donnell, even though he's not in our classrooms every day, he's gonna text you, well, your grades aren't looking right. You need to go stay out there with this teacher.
But you've got school counselors to talk to, so why do you need Elevate teachers too?
I like our school counselors, but they'll just be like, well, you need to go figure it out. You need to go take this class anyway. Our Elevate teachers, they're different. They don't make you feel like, oh, well, you should have not waited the last minute. Paul, he'll walk with you to that class. Well, my student needs to stay out there with you for a week. He made me stay out there with my biology teacher for a week because I had a D in her class. And he made me get it up until it was to a B. Our counselors, they want you to succeed too, but they want you to go out there and go do it on your own. I'm not saying our Elevate teachers, they hold our hand through it all, but they're here making us stronger and making us want to go strive for what we really need, you know? A lot of people, they always say like, because they don't see what's inside our classrooms, they're always like, Elevate is for bad kids. They're like, Elevate, y'all don't even be doing nothing, you know? But you have to come inside the classroom and you see like, we actually learn about life.
So does it feel good to you to know that there's a man like Donnell looking out for your girl at school? Or?
Yeah, it does. You know, we live in Oregon where it's, you know, predominantly white, and just so my kids can see just a person of color who cares, a person of color who is there for them and maybe can understand some of the things that they might go through, who nourishes you outside of the home. I'm just dad.
Yeah.
When it comes from somebody else, I believe it means something. It means something to them too.
I feel my dad's a strong person, even though sometimes he might get frustrated because he's going through a lot. And we put more on him, you know, when we ask for stuff or when we try to go do things. But my dad's a cool person. He's very talented. A lot of his music that he's wrote, it's real life stuff that we've all been through. When you guys hear us sing, you might hear it like kind of shaky because it's like, dang, this is really about us, you know, this touching, you know?
I'm blessed, so I gotta thank God for showing me the power of love. I wanna thank y'all for being everything the Father dreamed of. Dedicate my life to y'all, sacrifice me